Every few years, someone says, Bitcoin is dead, and every few years, it comes back louder. That pattern should make you curious, not because it guarantees the future, but because it reveals something about psychology. We keep underestimating things we don't fully understand. For most of its life, Bitcoin's story was simple. Digital gold, a hedge against inflation, a bet that governments can't print more of it, so scarcity eventually matters. That story is still alive, and plenty of smart investors hold Bitcoin for exactly that reason. But a newer chapter is being written now, and most people haven't caught on yet. Here's the idea. As artificial intelligence moves from chatbots you talk to into agents that act for you, those agents will need a way to pay for things. Not a person clicking checkout, software negotiating with software, settling transactions in milliseconds without a human in the loop. Think an AI agent booking flights, hiring another AI agent for research, or paying per API call for real-time data. Traditional banking rails were never built for that. Card networks assume a human with an account, a login, a fraud check, and often a business day. That breaks down when buyer and seller are algorithms operating 24/7 across borders with no paperwork. Those systems need something programmable, instant, and borderless. Something that doesn't care what country the agent is in or what time zone it's transacting in. That is the lane crypto rails were built for. This is where the AI thesis and the Bitcoin thesis start to overlap. Bulls argue that as agent-to-agent commerce grows, the infrastructure underneath it, stablecoins, blockchain settlement, and machine-held wallets, becomes essential plumbing for the AI economy. And Bitcoin, as the most liquid, recognized, and battle-tested crypto asset, sits near the center of that story, not just as a speculative price bet, but as exposure to infrastructure an AI-driven economy may run on. To be clear, this is a thesis, not a certainty. Nobody knows which rails win. Stablecoins may do most of the payment work, while Bitcoin plays more of a reserve asset role behind the scenes. Regulation could slow it down. Adoption could take 5 years or 15. Anyone claiming the exact timeline is selling you something. What we do know is this. Two of the biggest technological shifts of our generation, artificial intelligence and decentralized money, are no longer developing in isolation. They're starting to need each other. Historically, when two massive trends reinforce each other, that's a moment worth watching. Not because it guarantees a payoff, but because it changes the size of the opportunity. So, if you hold Bitcoin, or are thinking about it, ask a different question. Not just, will the price go up, but what happens to an asset sitting at the intersection of two forces the world is building toward at once? That's not a prediction. That's where the puck might be heading. And long-term investors who do well often aren't perfect forecasters. They position early, stay patient, and don't let noise shake them out.